Is SunnyV2 faking his videos? Even if he is, they're pretty good. But let's hear what this guy has to say.
His videos. There has recently been an uptick in YouTube videos exposing SunnyV2, and for many of you, this may come as a surprise due to the seemingly crystal clear image that Sunny has built for himself over the past 2 years. With over 152 uploads amassing a total of 625 million views, it would be the last thing you would expect for such a renowned creator to have allegations of problematic, fake, and unethical behavior. So today we'll be taking a look at some of the videos created about SunnyV2 in order to try and pinpoint the problems and controversies that led him to such allegations. Hi, I'm the Internet Anarchist. I create weekly YouTube documentaries, and today we'll be investigating the SunnyV2 allegations. To do this, we have to go back to the 23rd of January 2022, when a video would be published titled Why I Don't Like SunnyV2. Throughout the video, YouTuber The Beak would break down his issues with Sunny's content, using several points to establish the perspective that Sunny is a quote hypocrite that lacks self-awareness. Some of the main arguments portrayed in the video were that his audience more focuses on the video editing rather than the informational content at hand, that he is a quote walking contradiction for creating videos joking about commentary channels while simultaneously being one, as well as creating videos on quote nothing burgers that have already been covered to death.
Okay, so there's a couple things I want to say about this.
Nothing burger.
These bullet points, right? The fans want the entertainment, not the education. Okay, that's fine. That's up to them whether they want to be entertained or if they really care about learning about whatever happened. He's a walking contradiction. He creates videos on okay, so walking contradiction. That is what it is. I mean, he says one thing and then he does the same thing. Okay. All right. He creates videos on nothing burgers that are already covered. Okay. But people still watch them. So what's the issue? He creates videos nobody really cares about, but people still watch it. So does it matter? Does it affect you? Like, I mean, he's just making a video saying why he doesn't like Sunny V2. You don't have to like Sunny. You don't gotta like whatever, right? But I just think these are like like this. Just these bullet points in themselves are nothing burgers. Okay, you don't like that. People care about the entertainment over the education. Okay, are you a teacher or something? It doesn't matter.
That have already been covered to death. Around the time the video was published, The Beak only had around 34,000 subscribers, whilst on the other hand, Sunny had a staggering 827,000 subscribers that would tower over The Beak. And although there was a controversial response to the video, it seemed like The Beak was able to win most people over, with the video having a positive like to dislike ratio and comments stating things like, "This video was actually a lot more agreeable than I thought. I think that Sunny's videos are definitely better when they aren't about numbers. One of my favorites that you didn't mention, like his Ryan's World video, was great. And was it about numbers? No." And so yeah, the video is pretty fair, I guess, but the arguments only undermine Sunny regarding things like clickbait or picking topics that he previously thought were dumb. Nothing undermining his actual credibility, his own arguments, the fact he has good research, and like it said in the video, a pretty good style of editing. So there are some issues.
Yeah, I mean, I just picked. I never seen the video of The Beak, but it's like it sounds like he's just giving his opinion on why he doesn't like somebody, and that's it. This wasn't an exposed video or why you should unsubscribe from Sunny V2. This was just like, hey, I don't like the guy. This is why. Like, I hate everything. Whenever he talks about a movie, he's not saying don't go watch the movie, unless he does say that in some of them. But it's just whatever. Okay, I don't like this movie. I don't like this creator. Okay, sure.
And although this video would go on to gain an impressive 137,000 views, just 5 months later on the 12th of June 2022, things would get even worse for Sunny, as he would find himself getting called out, but this time on a much larger scale. In a video titled My Response to Sunny V2, 6 million subscriber giant Skeppy would snap back at Sunny's video discussing his downfall. Throughout the video, Skeppy would win over his audience by disproving many of the statements and accusations made by Sunny, as well as providing some more context to genuine actions that he was called out for. With all odds laid against him, Skeppy managed to clear his name of the scam accusations by showing receipts and outright proving some of the facts portrayed in the video about him as false.
So he had bad information and he published this video. I'm glad Skeppy defended himself and he proved that he wasn't scamming or whatever happened in that video. So that's good. That's a good response video.
or as reaching, such as Sunny's point on empty pizza boxes.
Suddenly, people began to question whether or not Skeppy's other videos could have possibly been fake. For example, there was this video in which Skeppy would apparently order 72 pizzas to Bad Boy Halo's house, yet Skeppy wouldn't actually show the entire phone call, during which he apparently ordered the 72 pizzas.
Pizza customer service, how can I help you?
Hi, what's the most amount of pizzas I can order? I'm having a party right now.
No, we don't have a limit.
Oh, okay, cool. Alright, have a good night. I ordered it.
Then when the pizzas showed up to Bad Boy Halo's house, he'd only show 3 pizzas being opened. How do we know that he didn't only order 3 pizzas and sit them on top of a stack of...
Who cares? Who cares? Does it matter? Yeah, even if, say, the pizzas were fake and the boxes were empty, who cares? It's a stupid video. I ordered 72 pizzas. Clickbait, scam, whatever. Who cares? It's fucking pizza. People act like this is like, oh, I'm going to plant 2 million trees and then you only plant 2. That's way worse. This is just ordering pizza.
Empty
People
boxes.
bitch about
Plus,
nothing,
there are
man.
only 37 pizzas in this shot. Where are the other 35 pizzas that you claim to order
Who
in both the
cares?
title and in the video?
Although Sunny can't be blamed for being skeptical, as that's a big part of his channel, from Skeppy's perspective, he felt as though Sunny was being a quote jerk and trying to turn his own fans against him. The winner of the feud would be a little bit more obvious this time, with Skeppy's video receiving a massive 70,000 likes compared to only 11,000 dislikes, and comments from viewers stating, "Haven't watched a Skeppy video in ages, and I was a pretty old sub. I've got to say, this is probably one of the best response videos I've seen on the internet, and while I probably won't watch many of your videos in the future because it isn't my cup of tea anymore, you definitely gained my respect." On the 20th of December 2022,
what a
a
comment.
post would be made onto the
You know, I used to be a fan. Not anymore, but this is a great video. I'm not going to watch any more of your videos, though. Peace.
r/pro cynical
alright.
subreddit asking the community for their thoughts on SunnyV2, and in the post was a video linked titled "How SunnyV2 Invents a Moral."
There's no evidence that SunnyV2 uses in this video. There's no like data-fueled investigation Sunny's using to demonstrate that these 3 videos did real damage to Quabblecop's career. And in fact, I would argue that the data does not prove out this point really. And it's not like the month that he released these 3 videos changed everything for him, you know, ruined his career. It's kind of just been a slow decline. You know, the month after he lost some views, then he got more, and now he's doing work. You know, it's complicated. There's just not like a really tangible, concrete reason to believe this.
With
If they're talking about Sunny ended up ruining Quabblecop's career or channel with some video, there's definitely a case of, you know, you make a exposed video or a video about this and that, and it affects the other channel. Definitely, 100% that's possible. But if the channel's already on the decline, I mean, yeah, you're not helping. You're probably making it worse.
the video receiving 194% more likes than dislikes, it was evident that the YouTube community agreed with Joel's takes on Sunny's video. Things weren't looking good for Sunny, as not even 3 days later, a new video would be published titled "Why SunnyV2 is Disliked by Everyone." This video would not be perceived
Not
as
everybody still reacts to Sunny's content, me included. Asmon, I'm Dante, other people. Obviously, it's not that bad if everybody's watching it.
well as the previous examples shown. The video consisted of many of the same points discussed in the Beaks video, except this time, the creator seemed to be having trouble getting his point across, resulting in the video feeling more like a ramble than a level-headed critique.
Spoiler at nothing, because 157 million views could buy me a car. According to Sunny's ways, apparently he's dying. He's gone from 64 million a month to 37, and YouTuber status.
And with comments such as, "Bro, what are you trying to prove?" and "The title should be why I hate SunnyV2." It was evident that the video came off to viewers as more of a hate piece rather than a logical and constructive critique. With over 105 dislikes
it called?
compared to just 66 likes,
What was the
it's
video
safe to
called?
say that this video was perceived extremely poorly. Remember Big Joel, who we mentioned earlier? Well, on the 24th of December he would go on to publish a second video on SunnyV2, this time titled "A Genuinely Unhinged SunnyV2 Video." And throughout the video, Joel would once again dissect one of Sunny's videos whilst playing devil's advocate for the exposee.
But Ninja fails to realize the reason people perceive him as fake is not because he's toxic, not because he's family friendly. It's because once again, he's trying to be something that he's not in order to appeal to an audience instead of just being who he truly is. People liked him most when he was the old toxic ninja.
That's what I'm talking about, dude!
Yeah, sure, you don't like Ninja because now he's more family friendly or he's not being genuine to himself, right? But at the same time, it's different whenever you get these brands on your channel. You no longer can really be authentic to yourself. We all know this. Yeah, your community built you up and made you famous, and then brands saw you, and brands are giving you money. So now you do whatever the brands like. That's just how it goes. It's always been like that. Only a small amount of content creators are in a position to where they make so much money, they could say whatever they want and don't have to worry about it. Asmongold can sit and swear in the video and get demonetized. It doesn't matter. Asmongold's a multimillionaire. He can be who he wants to be, but not everybody is in that type of position. Some can make it by being authentic and being who they want to be. That's just totally normal, totally fine, totally reasonable. But you could be wealthy faster if you change, not even change, just become a cleaner version of yourself. It's definitely an interesting topic, but whenever you like pull the camera back, it makes logical sense why these content creators would be more squeaky clean. It just makes sense.
So I guess I'd find this one of the more interesting moments in the video, and a telling one, where SunnyV2 essentially asserts, without any sort of knowledge of Ninja, what his authenticity looks like.
Or maybe he really did
Maybe it is
change.
true that he used to enjoy screaming on the internet.
Or
Who
maybe that
doesn't
was a
enjoy
facade.
it? Who doesn't enjoy it? But the reality is, there's a possibility that it's not inauthentic that he's changing. He's just like becoming a different guy, kinda.
Yeah, nobody
like
knows.
He's not exactly the same as the
That's
person
true.
you liked.
That is
Does that
100%
inherently mean that he has some deep moral failing?
No,
Are
it
you
doesn't.
the ninja sage? Do you know everything that goes on inside of his mind? You know, what is the standard of evidence that we're using here to assert that this man is bullshitting you because he's done some internal change?
Some moments in Sunny's
Maybe he changed. On top of that, it might not even be the money. Maybe he's just a different person. It's a whole bunch of variables.
videos led the viewers to believe that his point of exposing Ninja's dark side was actually exposing how he stopped making racist remarks, which seems to be a miscommunication on Sunny's end, as he also speculated on Ninja's use of drugs, which didn't seem like an impossibility based on the evidence at hand. With there already being several videos
cares?
critiquing Sunny, a video would be posted that would damage his channel more than any of these previous videos we discussed, and this video would be posted by none other than SunnyV2 himself, as SunnyV2 had published a video titled "Why Dream's Face Reveal Was an Awful Decision," a video that would cause the YouTube commentary community to eat him alive. Throughout the video, Sunny would make the argument that Dream's face reveal was a very bad decision made on the premise that his channel was falling off.
Dream's face reveal could qualify as the worst mistake made by a content creator ever, and we're going to outline several reasons why, beginning with possibly the most crucial point being that Dream's unseen face was one of the only things keeping him relevant.
Damn, that's a hot take right there.
Would result in
That is a
several
hot
commentary
take.
channels leaping to Dream's defense.
There are some serious problems with SunnyV2, and it appears
But at the same time, is he 100% wrong? The mask. There's a reason why face reveal videos get so many views. People are interested. They want to know, what do you look like? Like, that whole wave was an era of YouTube where a lot of people were like coming in front of the camera for the first time. That was a huge wave. So does it mean his channel's on a downfall? Definitely, I wouldn't say that. I would just say that for a marketing standpoint, maybe it doesn't help. Or maybe it could help a lot. You never know. If Ninja didn't make his hair blue, would he have more money and more subs and more reputation? Man, maybe he would, or maybe he wouldn't. Maybe if he had green hair, that would make more money than the blue hair. Nobody knows. These are a whole bunch of what ifs and branching paths.
that he has become the very thing that he once swore to destroy.
Hey guys, I thought
swore
we'd
to
just take a look
destroy
at this
it.
new
What?
SunnyV2 video that just dropped called "Why Dream's Face Reveal Was an Awful Decision."
Immediately upon starting this video, you're hit in the face with some of the worst takes you have ever heard. Someone describing Dream revealing his face as one of the worst mistakes made by a content creator ever.
Part of the reason
It's definitely an extreme take. I definitely wouldn't have said it like that. But at the same time, saying something extreme like this is the worst decision a YouTuber could ever make, period, that gets a lot of views. If you're already not friends with Dream, why would you care if you ruin some type of potential partnership? Who knows?
There have been so many videos published on this topic recently could be based on the fact that Sunny has built himself a trustworthy and reliable image, so that when he does get something wrong or has an incredibly controversial take, it becomes a massive deal. Many of the videos critiquing Sunny seem to have the same arguments, but commentary channel Cheeto summarizes the main response well with this statement.
I think Sunny is overthinking this entire thing, like his face is just public, people now know what he looks like. I think that's really it. What happened after Dream face revealed? He got clowned on for like 24 hours and that's it. Now his face is just public. Sunny thinks that after Dream has face revealed that now his merch won't really sell or something, that he will be irrelevant sooner.
Maybe it'll drop because of it, or maybe it'll get hired. Nobody knows.
Or later, that his content is going to be modified for the worse, and that we won't get any more bangers like Mask. Like, okay? I seriously don't think Dream face revealing is that bad, and I really definitely don't think that it's the worst mistake a content creator has ever made.
I agree with this take.
In a video titled The Problems with SunnyV2, Jalen would make an interesting critique to Sunny's upload schedule.
Now, as Sunny's channel has started to pick up, his upload schedule has become more frequent, and it seems as if he's just trying to get these videos out as fast as he possibly can, which is kind of counterintuitive to what his channel used to be.
This argument seems to be based on the fact that SunnyV2 has recently been increasing his upload frequency at the expense of his video quality. But this is simply untrue. SunnyV2 has been posting weekly videos for over a year now, and whilst it's arguable that the editing quality has slightly declined, it is certainly not a matter of producing content more frequently, and likely due to the fact that the story of the video should be the main focus, rather than the flashy visuals for the style of his content. But this still leaves us with the question of if SunnyV2 is faking his videos, and the best example of this is not what you would expect. On the 31st of December 2021, SunnyV2 would publish a video titled The Tragic Tale of EDP 445, and the Big puts it best.
The issue is the only evidence that he's able to provide is 4 no caller ID calls on his iPhone, which isn't exactly rock solid evidence to say the least.
Right. So the evidence behind EDP 445 being in jail is 2 people saying that he's in jail, which beforehand, you even say that you can't really trust, that you have to take with a grain of salt.
We'll preface this part by stating that there have been numerous accounts of EDP being arrested, however they never seem to have any rock-solid proof to go along with it, so take everything said in the next section with a grain of salt.
And in the video, you even disprove the evidence. Jesus Christ, so you don't even know if he's in jail.
But it gets views.
Why did you put finally in jail in the thumbnail?
Because it gets views.
He's probably not even in jail. This huge new update regarding EDP 445, it isn't actually a huge new update. It's nothing.
No, it's nothing. It just gets views. It gets him paid. Yeah. That's the YouTube game.
EDP 445 isn't in jail.
I think the issue here is a lot of people took SunnyV2 as some type of reliable news source, a fact checker. I wouldn't do that. The only time I would do that if somebody is updating me with frequent news on a constant basis. And even then, it might be not even accurate by the time that video goes up. I just, like, come on, man.
What's the point of this video?
Sunny's EDP 455 video was clickbait at best or misinformation at worst. But excluding these outlier videos, it seems like SunnyV2 has been one of the most consistent content creators on the platform, and has in the grand scheme of things had minimal controversies, which is a feat for someone who could be considered under the commentary niche, where each creator is seemingly called out for something every second week. But the real question that we haven't answered here yet is if Unbox Therapy is buying views or not. Click the video on screen to find out more.
Yeah, this is a good video. It ends just like a SunnyV2 video, scratching your head like, oh, that's it? Because there's nothing to talk about. We're all just, at the end of the day, just making videos because why not, right? Is it an issue if SunnyV2 is tanking other people's careers? 100%, 110%. If he's purposely Ruining other people's careers for financial gain. That is scum behavior. Cannot accept that. If he's just making a video for the hell of it, and maybe that content creator might be in jail or might not, but he's facing ridicule and his face is just easy to make money from, like EDP, fuck it. We all saw EDP. We all saw what he did. Okay, so you can make money off in my world, right? It's fine. It's whatever. He has no chance of making content on YouTube anymore. So if you want to dunk on him, sure. Does it suck because he's another human being? Sure. But we all saw what he was trying to do. So it's like, whatever. That's just my morality. Somebody might be like, no, you can't hurt EDP. Even if he did want to do that, he didn't do it. So he's still fine. Not everybody's moral compass is the same, right? So I just think it's like, whatever. If Sunny's making a video about people that are already on the decline for a solid reason, it is what it is. They were going to get dunked on by somebody else anyway. That's just my take. It might be a hot take. That's just my opinion. Now, if the creator isn't doing anything bad and like this is just slanderish at worst, then yeah, I definitely say that's fucked up. Maybe you should do an apology video. At best, unlist the video. At worst, apology. And take down the video, right? But that's just my opinions. What do you guys think? Does it matter? I don't know. But it's your boy Miss. Come subscribe. See you guys next time. Peace.